The great promoted listing heist is coming. So let's talk about what can we do to combat it, or at least limit the damage created in our pockets. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad. Guys, we all know that the eBay's great promoted listing heist is coming to fruition soon. If we promote all items across the board, we are going to generally pay promoted listing fees on every single sale if we won't do anything about it, basically. And there are things that we can do to actually lower the amount of fees that we are going to pay soon, but we need to understand what's going on and what eBay most likely is going to do in July. So yeah, let's talk about it. But before we start, if you are interested in this kind of content and you keep coming back here and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Also, if you will find this video interesting, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. So guys, we all know that eBay promoted listing is changing. I think we are all aware what is changing and what that means to us, but if somebody didn't heard about it yet, I will explain that really quickly. So after the 24th of June, if you have a listing on eBay that you promote, if this promoted listing has been clicked once by somebody, doesn't even matter who, when this listing sells, within 30 days from that click, you will be charged promoted listing fees. And it doesn't matter that the buyer has found this listing in search results or clicked into a link from your social media account or has found this listing in Google search. It doesn't really matter. You will be charged promoted fees because somebody has clicked your ad 30 days ago. In fact, the person who originally clicked your listing may be already dead and buried, and you will still be charged that fee. Additionally, the first block of promoted listings in search results from now on will be reserved for pay-per-click. So no matter how high you are ready to promote, no matter how high you will set your fees up, you will never get into that top spot unless you are using pay-per-click, which for 99.9% of resellers who sell like one of items, that will not be a feasible option to use pay-per-click. So we've got that out of our way. But what does it actually means? What are the repercussions? What will eBay actually do about it? And I will try to answer this question, but a little disclaimer at first. I can't know for sure what eBay will do. I don't work for eBay. I never have worked for eBay. What I'm going to tell you now is what I think eBay will do, or what I would do if I was eBay. And yeah, we have to keep that in mind, that I don't have a crystal ball. So in my opinion, eBay wants to kill promoted listings as we know it, the traditional promoted listings where you pay when your item sells. They want you to pay per click, basically, and this will make them 5 times more money, regardless of the fact if item has sold or not. So before eBay sends this general promoted listings cow to the butchers, they want to milk it dry, basically, and that's what they are doing with this change. They want us to stop to use traditional promoted listings and switch to pay-per-click. And by forcing us to do it, they will charge us arm and a leg. Yeah, they will kill two birds with one stone. For them, traditional promoted listings is just too much hassle, too much resources, and too little to gain because the item has to sell to get for eBay to get paid. Yeah, they've tried dynamic rate, they've tried lifting up the minimum fee to 2%, but it's still all not enough, and they waste too many clicks for peanuts that they get at the end of it when the sale is made. So they are changing it to pay-per-click, and in the process they want to squeeze as much milk as they can out of that cow before sending it to butchers anyway. So we've got that 30 days period. Yeah, you promote your item, somebody clicks onto your ad, and from this point for 30 days, if item sells, then you will be paying promoted listing fees. Obviously, the eBay assumption is that before that 30-day period ends, item either sells or somebody else's click in that item again, setting the new 30-day period. So, sort of speak, this item will never be clean. It will be always smeared by that promoted click that will trigger that extra fee when item sells. What does that mean? It means that when you start promoting your item, it is in eBay best interest to smear this item with the click as fast as possible, ideally within seconds. Why? To prevent item to sell without promoted listing fee. And for the second reason, even more important for eBay, and this reason is, as soon as the item is smeared with the click, and you will pay promoted listings when it sells, eBay can forget about this listing for 30 days. They don't have to promote it, they don't have to push it out, they don't have to put it into those prominent promoted listings spots. Because item is already smeared, and they will be paid those extra fees anyway whenever this item will sell and however it will sell. No matter how customer will find it, they will get paid. Literally, they will force you now to do the job, like promoting this item in your social media or otherwise, sending those offers, doing markdown sales, coupons, sending newsletters to your followers, making sure you are visible in Google, and all that kind of stuff that you do trying to sell your item. They will push you to do that work, and at the end of the day, they will charge you extra fee for your work. Because somebody 30 days ago has clicked your ad. Yeah? Just think about it. Even if this item will sell on that first click, promoted click, they will still get paid because it was a promoted click. And when it sells later, no matter who and where and how has found it, they are getting paid anyway. Casino always wins in this case. Literally, it's a legalized robbery. Legalized robbery. And eBay, after this first click, eBay doesn't have to give a shit about your item because they will get paid however it sells. Furthermore, it will be even counterproductive for eBay to carry on promoting your listing when it's already smeared, because they can use those promoted listing spots, those promoted listings placements to smear more listings that are still clean. At least this is what I would do if I was them, smear as many listings as fast as I can and let them run. Yeah, and at this point, I can literally go and start to count my money, because as soon as one of those items sells, I get extra money in my bank. I wouldn't waste my promoted listing placements for already smeared listings. Until I have listings that are still clean, I would just push them. And only if every listing is smeared, I would start to promote like I used to back in the days before the change. Yeah? As far as I'm aware, eBay is not doing it yet. Meaning, when I add my listings to my campaign, they are not being pushed hard enough to smear it as fast as possible, but the changes are not in place yet, so it may change soon. Now, if you add to this all the fact that you can't get the top promoted spot anyway, because it's reserved for pay-per-click, in my opinion, after the 24th of June, it will be literally stupid to promote anything more than 2-3%. I mean, let's say you promote at 20%. You get that one click. For 30 days, eBay doesn't give a shit about your item because you will fork out that 20% fee no matter what, provided that item sells. So if they are going to promote you, you will get those worst spots. You will get those non-search spots because your listing is already smeared. And in fact, you will be lucky to get anything because your listing is already smeared and they don't care about it at all at this point. And you will be paying that 20% fees for those non-search spots in a best case scenario. So what is the point to pay 20% to get shitty placements that you can get anyway by promoting at 2%? You will pay 20% ending up in shitty placements because top search is reserved for pay-per-click. Yeah? The best thing you can get is the position number 8, 9, and 10 for those 20% extra fees. Are you ready to pay 20% to get position number 10? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But I bet there will be people desperate or stupid enough to do it. So what can we do to avoid paying those excessive fees? First of all, we can do what I have proposed in my first video about the topic. So go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Also, like I've said a few seconds ago, I wouldn't promote higher than 2-3%. There is no point for reasons stated. And the other thing that I would suggest you to do is to give your listings some time right after you listed them. Give them a chance to sell organically. Whatever you wish that time to be, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month, whatever it is, because fresh items always have a better chance to sell than older items. Yeah? If you have an item that is 2 years old, there must be a reason for why it hasn't sold in 2 years' time. But when you have a freshly listed new item, you don't know. It may sell within an hour. So why would you promote it at the beginning while it can sell within an hour? Yeah? So give it a chance and start promoting them only when they don't sell after some designated time period that you have chosen. Yeah? And I would also recommend doing the same when you end and sell similar. Yeah? Which brings me to the next thing, end and sell similar. This is the only way to kind of reset that smear. Yeah? To make a listing clean again. When you end and sell similar, listing gets a new listing number and it's clean. Before it gets clicked, it gets smeared again, it's clean. Yeah? And when it sells, when it's clean, you avoid paying that extra fee. So you list an item, again, give it a couple of days, a week, or whatever, to try to sell it without promoting. Then you start to promote. Then on the 30th day of 30 days cycle, you ended up sell similar and start all over again. And when you end it on 30th day, you don't pay anything in extra insertion fees, because that listing would automatically release itself anyway. So you just do, instead of doing it automatically, you do it manually. Yeah, but when it's done automatically, the smear doesn't reset. When you do it manually, listing is clean. Yeah. Then again, after you've ended and sold similar it, again give it 3, 5, 7, 12, 14 days before you start promoting it. Effectively give it a chance to sell without those extra fees. Yeah. So what else can we do? Well, if item has attraction, you can see that it's getting views. Maybe there is a watcher on it. Maybe you had a lowball offer on it. Yeah? You need to ask yourself a question. Is there a point to promote it? Maybe you should wait a few more days before you promote it. Yeah? If it gets attraction, it only needs that one view, one extra view, that customer will come and buy it. Yeah? And it may sell next day, it may sell today, it may sell within an hour, because it keeps getting traction. So this is what I do, and keep in mind that the numbers that I give you are my numbers. Your numbers may be completely different, so keep that in mind and work out your numbers. So what I do is every morning, well, if I miss it one morning, no big deal, I will do it next day. But anyway, every morning I go to my active listings, filter them using filters to show eligible for promoting. And when I've got them on, I sort them by the time of listing. So when the listing was listed for the first time. So when I sort it this way, on top I've got the oldest listings, on the bottom I've got the youngest listings. So on the top I've got the oldest listings that are still not promoted. Yeah? And there I start to tick those listings, on the side. Everything that is 25 years old, 25 days old, I tick. Yeah, I want to promote it because I want to push it out before I have to end and sell similar. Then I scroll down. Everything that is 14 days old and has less than 10 views, tick. Scroll down. Everything 10 days old with 5 views, less than 5 views, tick. Scroll down. Everything that is 7 days old, less than 3 views, tick. Scroll down. And I leave it like that. I don't promote anything that isn't 7 days or older. Yeah. And then when I've got them ticked, I go and promote them. Yeah. Select your fees, select your campaign, and job done. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And this way I make sure that I only promote items that actually struggle to get attention. Also, when you do it, you can easily pick listings that, for example, have 0 views after 7 days. And you can go and have a look at them because there may be something wrong with them, because they didn't get a single view in 7 days. Yeah? And when everything looks fine, just do quick review, save, job done. Yeah? And this way, like I've said, I'm avoiding promoting listings that get that organic traction anyway, and they may sell organically anyway. However, as always, there is a but, and as always, it's a big, massive Kim Kardashian style but. Yeah? eBay is smart, in my opinion. I don't think they are stupid. I think they are smart. And if what I would do if I was them, yeah, I would, like I've said, I would make sure that I smear those listings as quickly as possible. Then I would assign a search boost to those smeared listings. Yeah, so they are favorably viewed by the algorithm in search results. Then I would run that search as always, as I did before, but those smeared listings now would go up higher in search results. And in fact, for very saturated categories like ladies' clothing or books or CDs, it wouldn't be really hard for eBay to fill up 90, 95, even 100% of search results with those smeared listings, basically guaranteeing eBay's whatever customer will choose, whatever he or she will buy, they will get paid extra fees. Yeah, I mean, this is an alternation to my previous conspiracy theory, but now it will be that easy to do, especially in very saturated categories. That would truly create a situation when you need to pay to play. Will eBay do it? I don't know. I would at least try to do it and see what happens if I was eBay. Yeah, that would be literally an additional final value fee without calling it this way, and it would be impossible for any regulatory authorities to spot it and to prove it that eBay is doing something like that, and it's, for example, illegal or anything like that. Yeah, without accessing eBay from inside. Excuse me. So guys, I think I figured it out how I'm going to check if eBay is actually doing it. So I will be checking it after those changes come into play. And obviously, if I will find something, I will report that. So hit that subscribe button so you won't miss it out. And remember one more thing, guys. No matter how much this promoted listing heist boils your peace, if you are in UK, your shop subscription fee is way much greater train robbery than this promoted listing shenanigans will ever be. Yeah? I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, there is a special button designated for that, so click that button for me, please. And if you wish to support the channel further and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. This is the best way to support me and this channel and show YouTube that I make legit content. And I thank you in advance for that. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye bye.